Right, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new Let's Play by me, Mercer88. Um, a few problems I'm having at the moment. So, essentially, you won't be able to hear the sound of the game, which is really annoying because it's got a terrific soundtrack. It's probably one of the best works by the composer who did it. Um, I really regret that, but I have spent hours and hours trying to work out the sound, trying to get a sound loop going so that I can play it back with the sound, well, like I did in my last Let's Play. But the problem I'm having at the moment is that I don't have a stereo mix option um, actually on my laptop. It's one of the annoying ones that doesn't have that as an option. Um, I'll just talk over the introduction here. You can watch that if you like. Um, I've tried to set up loops. As far as I know, I've done it correctly. The problem that I have is because I'm basically using my onboard microphone, as well as the onboard speakers and sound. I can get it so that I've got my voice and the game sound, but there's a really annoying feedbacky kind of sound, and I haven't found a way to fix that, and I bet that's recording the cursor. Sorry about that. So I have tried. I've been trying for a long, long time, but it's just not been working. So we're just gonna have to get on with it without the sound. I'm afraid. If anyone can give me any suggestions of something that I can do other than just use a male audio jack cable to hook everything up, that would be brilliant. Um, but yeah, otherwise there's not much I can do about it, I'm afraid. But I will be performing voices for the characters just to kind of make up for it. Um, it's a terrific soundtrack on this game, though. I'm not going to make out like you're not missing out. You really are. But you can download the soundtrack in a variety of forms. Um, I recommend getting it. Get hold of it. This is some of the best music. Like I said, from the composer in question. In case you can't tell, it's a Final Fantasy game. It's Final Fantasy IV. Composer Nobuo Uematsu. Impeccable in my opinion. His work is just so good, and he's got such a wide range of composing talents, from ripping off vaguely familiar tunes to composing, you know, segments of music that are just brilliant. Um, so yeah, like I say, if you can get hold of a soundtrack for this, by all means get hold of it and play it while you're watching these videos. You know, that's fine. I think the Final Fantasy IV Celtic Moon album is one of my particular favourites, which is the music done in a slightly more Celtic style. A few harps, a bit of flute, a leprechaun dancing, Michael Flatley, that sort of thing. Um, but anyway, well, has this introduction finished yet? No, I don't think it has. I think we might as well leave it. There we go. Final Fantasy IV. Advance. It's the Game Boy Advance edition, which I think comes with bonus dungeons, although I'm not sure. So, shall we get on with it? I think we shall. New game. As I said, I am using my onboard mic. I will try and keep button presses as quiet as possible, but I obviously can't promise anything. So here we go. Some airships and some people jogging on the spot. Crewman. Captain, we will arrive at Baron shortly. Very well. Oh, he looks sad. Oh, well, there we go. Captain seems kind of down. After what we did, who wouldn't be? Orders are orders, but killing innocent people to get the crystals isn't right, he said after the event of presumably killing people to get crystals. And here we see lots of people doing the mashed potato. Do the mashed potato! Oh, she's doing the twist. Oh, and she just disappeared. And man with beard. Nope, and he's moved aside. And Cecil goes to get the crystal. Cecil presumably seems kind of down, not because he had to kill innocent people, but because his name is Cecil. That would make me seem kind of down. The Red Wings are supposed to protect people, not harm them. That's enough. But, Captain, surely you don't condone what we've done? All of you, listen well. The raid on Mysidia was imperative. His Majesty and his council concluded that the Mysidians and their broad knowledge of the crystals posed a serious threat to our kingdom. For Baron to prosper, we need the crystals. As soldiers of the Royal Air Force, we must achieve this by whatever means necessary. Captain? He doesn't seem convinced by his own statement. Captain, monsters sighted dead ahead. If they're dead, you don't need to worry about them. Hey. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Prepare for battle. And they'll be preparing for battle, manning the cannons, and Cecil, in his endless badassery, gets a bit damaged and uses a red fang, which I believe is like an elemental spell item. Crewman, ugh. That's a type of boot, I believe. Are you alright? Well, he's lying prostrate on the floor. Prostrate, I mean. It'd be weird if he was lying like a prostate on the floor. Lying like a prostate on the floor saying ugh. I don't think he's particularly well. We've got more hostiles! I've got more turnstiles. Damnation! Because of course Cecil is 17th century dandy. Oh, he's fighting a zoo. Better watch out for the animals. This time he uses a blue fang, and the zoo goes down. Is everyone okay? All accounted for, sir. We've been encountering a surprising number of monsters lately. Could it be some kind of omen? I don't think so. I think that's a film. Captain, we are now over Baron. Very well, prepare for landing. And so they prepare for landing by fading to white. And there they are, flying in a V formation like some propeller-laden wooden ducks. And that must be the Kingdom of Baron, which consists of a castle and 2 rows of houses. And there's Cecil. And who's this? Bygan. Well done! So the crystal is now ours? The Mysidians put up no resistance. In fact, they were completely helpless. Is this pity I perceive? Come, Captain, His Majesty awaits. So he seems like a nice chap. And we go into the castle. And up the stairs. And through another door. Lots of doors. If you'll excuse me, Captain, I must speak to His Majesty in private. Please wait here, he said, without any hint of worry about the fact that he was ordering about a captain and a dark knight. Your Majesty, I'm afraid Cecil can no longer be trusted. He clearly questions your authority. I suspected as much. It matters not so long as I obtain the crystals. Send him in. Yes, Your Majesty. And so Bygan, who looks like an idiot, summons you. Captain, His Majesty summons you. It's funny, I didn't know he was a Ifrit. The Kingdom of Baron hails your return. May I have the crystal? Yes, Your Majesty. Handed over the water crystal. So, this is the crystal. What splendor! You are dismissed, Cecil. And Cecil walks off. Oh, look how sad he is. Oh, oh, he's going back. Your Majesty. That was a funny spin then. Was that supposed to indicate surprise? Yes. Captain, what is it? Your Majesty, forgive me, but what are your intentions? But he's not trying to date your daughter. I mean, what are your intentions? It's pretty obvious. He just wants to control things. But my men are confused and displeased. And you? Do you question my command? No, I only ask. Silence! Dissension only leads to treason, and that I will not tolerate. I hereby relieve you of your command of the Red Wings. Your Majesty? Well, that was a bit surprising. Now, I charge you with another duty. Slay the phantom beast that infests Mist Valley and deliver this bomb ring to the village of Mist. You leave tomorrow at first light. Oh, well, that didn't go so well. No, it's Kane. Your Majesty, I beg you to reconsider. Cecil has done no wrong. You insolent cur, how dare you barge in here? If you are so concerned about him, you may accompany him. Now take the ring and begone. Received, bomb ring. Your Majesty. Well, that went well. That'll teach you for speaking your mind. I'm sorry, Kane. Once we have completed the mission, the King is bound to forgive us both. We will rejoin the Red Wings in no time. ... Get some rest. Leave tomorrow's preparations to me. And we have control. We have control of Cecil. Look at him with his little funny walk. And he's got a little funny helmet on. And I think we'll go talk to some NPCs. What do you say? His Majesty is acting very strange lately. You don't say. Whatever others may say, I trust the King, said the man with the brown nose. I've heard rather disturbing rumours regarding the King lately. I bet you have. What's the King been up to? The dirty sod. It's best to suppress any disloyal thoughts if you wish to survive these times, said someone with no testicles. What do you say? Mist Valley is northwest of Barron. Excuse me, sir, where is Mist Valley? Mist Valley is northwest of Barron. Excuse me, sir, have you got the time? Mist Valley is northwest of Barron. Does he say that to everyone who comes up to him? All right, mate. Your dinner's ready. Mist Valley is northwest of Barron. Excuse me, sir. Can I just... Mist Valley is northwest of Barron. Big issue? Mist Valley is northwest of Barron. Shut up. With you and our Master Kane joining forces, nothing will be able to stop you. Yes, Cecil and Kane are a badass twosome. What's wrong? I'm sorry to have dragged you into this. My actions are my own. I mastered the dark sword at His Majesty's orders, but it was to protect Baron, not to plunder. Surely the King has his reasons. I envy you, Kane. I envy the path you chose. I suppose I could have attained a higher rank had I become a Dark Knight, like Batman. My father, who passed away when I was still young, was a dragoon. I felt that I could keep some sort of connection with him if I became a dragoon as well. ... I didn't mean to bore you with my stories. Anyway, I don't need your concern. The only thing you should be concerned about is slaying creatures tomorrow. I don't want to be the only one doing his part. Oh, I will. I'll slay twice as many as you. That's more like it. We should get some rest. We rise early tomorrow. Oh, that was a pleasant conversation, wasn't it? Alright, any more NPCs we can talk to? What's down here? Ooh, we have two people here. I heard you acquired the crystal from Mysidia. I did, thank you. I'm on duty. Leave me alone. Okay. Don't be so brusque about it. What's this then? You are free to take the items from the storage room to help you with your mission. Press the switch on the wall to open the door. I don't mind if I do. What have we got in here then? Ooh, 480 gil, an ether, and a tent. I like the way you can carry around tents like they weigh nothing. Right. I believe the correct way. We can get into some more amusing conversations, I think. Can't get out at the moment. Pull the door handle to get back in. Where is it? Is it down this way? Baron's secret treasures rest within these walls. Access to that chamber is forbidden. That's what she said to steal a necroscope joke. I think these people are boring. Nothing up there of interest, I don't think. Nope, the tower is off limits. Go this way. And we go down here. And down here. And down. Ooh, who's this? Do I have to do a voice for Rosa? It might be difficult. Okay, I'll give it a go. Cecil! Ow. Goodness, you're all right. I'm so worried. You left on such short notice. We're fine. I wish I could say the same for the Mysidians we slaughtered. Cecil? I'll visit you later, okay? Oh, that sounds promising. Get in there, Cecil. Very, very, very well. Show some enthusiasm, boy. What's the matter with you? And she turns and looks, and then leaves us be. Let's move on. Can we go in here? What's in here? This is the dungeon. This is where we can speak to the people we captured in Mysidia. You won't get away with this, you hear me? I'm sorry. King's orders. I was only obeying orders. Who's that gentleman up there, walking on the spot? It's Sid! Well, look who's back. Rosa was worried sick about you. Well, I've already seen Rosa, and she's already offered us some nightly fun. Don't you ever worry her like that again, you hear? So, how are my airships? I'll bet you and your goons wrecked them up something awful. Hey, what's the matter with you, kiddo? Well, I'm looking at a man who's got a beard that covers most of his face. What? The king demoted you? That's not what I said. I mentioned your face beard. What about the Red Wings? They'll be a mess without you. What's come over the king? He's been acting peculiar. He ordered me to build an airship that he can use to slaughter people. Everyone's worried about his majesty. Anywho, be careful out there. Make short work of that mission and get back safe. Oh, I have to start heading home or my daughter's gonna kill me. And he goes away. There we go. With his funny flying helmet and goggles and silly voice. Oh God, there's a lady waiting for us. Can I help you? I've changed your sheet, sir. I hear you are to depart early tomorrow morning. Good night. Okay, thank you very much. I shall go up and go to bed. Cecil's chamber. He has 4 swords, for some reason. A candle. What looks like a bottle of vodka on a table with a stool. A pot. And a clock. No wonder he seems so down. Look at it. Let's go to bed, shall we? And he gets into bed. It doesn't look like he can sleep. No, he is obviously an insomniac. What's happened to the king? He covets the crystals as though he's possessed, and he'll resort to any means to get them. Nevertheless, I can't defy him. How could I cross the man who raised Cain and me like his very own? The chivalrous knight whom I've adored and admired since childhood. I will not betray him. I can't. Well, that's very honourable of you. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Children, cover your eyes. Cecil? Are you going to get in? No? What's going on? You just returned from Mysidia, and now you must journey afar to battle this phantom beast? You're acting very strange. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine, he says, staring at the wall. Cecil, look at me. In Mysidia, we killed innocent people to steal their crystal. It's horrible. I suppose this is my fate as a Dark Knight. Soon I won't even feel remorse for my actions. You and I both know that would never happen. Still, I can't defy the king. I'm a hopeless coward. The Cecil I know would never whimper like this. The Cecil I love. You leave for Mist early tomorrow, right? Yes, but don't worry, Kane's coming too. I'll be fine. Trust me. Please come back to me in one piece. Thank you, Rosa. Though, as a Dark Knight, you know we can never be together. Well, that's all very sad, isn't it? They're obviously in love, but they can't be together because of his profession. Well, that's very tragic. So, are you ready for some real combat? Always. Lead the way. And off they go. Doo-ba-doo. And out the gate. And fade. Now, you can't hear the soundtrack, I can't hear the soundtrack, but right now it's going do 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 do, because that's the prologue music, always has been. And so the Dark Knight Cecil, was stripped of his command as the captain of the Red Wings. He and the Master Dragoon Kane head toward the Dark Valley for the village of Mist. The advent of the airship marked the realization of Baron's dreams, but also the birth of its militarism. With its Royal Air Force Red Wings, Baron soon reigned supreme. Now, as monsters multiply and stir unrest, Baron only exploits its power to collect the world's crystals. Why? I don't know, but I'm sure we're going to find out. Isn't that a lovely, pleasant scene? The crystals silently shed their light. So they do, over those lovely mountains and trees. Oh, isn't it pretty? And there we are, and now we're out on the world map. Hey, look at Cecil go. Look at him. I don't know why he's worried about defying the king. He's the size of the king's castle. All he's got to do is stamp on him. Look, mate, I'm not killing innocent people for you anymore. I'm not going to argue with you. If you mess me about, I'm going to stamp on you. I'm the size of your castle. But it doesn't work like that. You go to stamp on his castle, and then you shrink down and move to a different map where your sprite is the same size as the things in the castle. Welcome to old video game logic. Sad, but it's true. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to check the sound for syncing. It should be okay. But the last time I tried a video, the desync only came in after about 10-15 minutes. So I'll give it a check and give it a try and see if it's working. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to getting the rest of this game up for you. Anyway, I'm going to save it here for you. And I'll be back soon with the next part, but thank you for watching. Let's play Final Fantasy IV.